Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a super fun hop for you today. So it's another celebratory hop. So this is for Ginger's Corner, and she is at 5,000 subscribers. Like, wow, that is freaking amazing. So for her hop, she has asked us to just use scraps, and I was like, I can do scraps. So it is the end of the month, which means it is the end of the month for my Color Rush Studio kit. And let me tell you, all I have is scraps left. So I have one 12 by 12 paper, which is this kind of quilted paper. I mean, technically I had two when I started. So I don't know if that totally counts, but I used one of the papers to cut out my title. So after I cut it out, then it was a scrap. So I cut down the quilt paper and then I matted it in the paper that I backed the cut file with. So this is a cut file from Cut to You. And you actually get 3 cut files in one. It's super cool. I will leave it linked down below. And you get 2 sets of books. You get this Just One More Chapter title, and then you also get a bookworm chapter or bookworm title. So I went ahead and backed the cut file with all of my scraps, and I am documenting when I hosted book club. So we read Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice to Murderers. And it was a hilarious book. It was so funny. So if you're looking for a fairly light read and something that is funny, definitely read that. I read it over our trip to Colorado for New Year's, and I was sitting on the couch and I was giggling out loud while I was reading this book while everybody was, I don't know if they were watching golf or something. Something was going on. And I was reading my book. My other friend was reading her book. But it was funny. So in the book, she owns a tea shop. And so I set the table with teacups and everything, not knowing that if anybody would even drink tea, but I did buy tea, so we had it ready. But I don't think anybody drank tea, actually. But it was kind of the whole point of things, right? So I definitely get a ton of scraps used for this layout, which makes me super happy. So I'm using all of the scraps to back the cut file as well as to back my photo. Now, it took me a little bit of time to figure out how I wanted all of these things to kind of nestle together. And watching it, I actually like them all. I like the books on the left. I like the books on the right. I like the books on the bottom. Like, I just need to document the fact that I am reading more. I think it would be kind of fun to document, well, let's not call it a monthly book because I don't get to read that much. Of course, lately I have been reading like crazy because my husband's been out of town and I'm like, do I clean the house or do I read a book? And I've been reading a book. And actually this night, one of the ladies from the book club had totally dropped off like a ton of books that she had already read. And funny enough, a lot of the other women in the book club had read them as well. So I think I ended up with like, I don't know, 6 books or something. And they're like, you got to read these. I'm like, okay. So, and actually I'm down to 2. So I've read 4 of them. Plus this month's book club book, which was something about flowers. The Language of Flowers? Something like that. It was pretty good. If you need to know the name of it, leave it down below. It's a light read as well. So I've backed everything and now I'm going to just kind of start gluing everything down. I decided on the One More Chapter to the right, the books to the left, and the photo in between. Now from the cut apart sheet, I had a couple of tags. And so I cut one of those. I'm going to put them at the top. And the only frazzle I have left for this kit is this daisy one, which works perfect. So I'm going to put that in my tag and put that up there at the top. Now, I will have a layout share as well today, so you can see what I've used. So I don't have a ton of ephemera left, but I definitely have enough to get it on this layout. So I'm gonna just kind of go through what I have left and try and pull things that I like. So there was another tag and it said, do the things that make you happy. And I'm not gonna lie, I really do enjoy reading. I just, when I sit down to read a book, like, I don't want to put it down. And so I will tend to stay up late in the night to finish the book or get further in the book. So I tend to read books more like vacation, where I have a lot of time that I can read, like on the airplane, that type of thing. So I thought that was fitting. And then I just have a couple of florals left. So I'm going to use all the florals. I'm going to try to use all of these birds. So I do get 3 of the birds on here, as well as the floral die cuts that I have left. And then you can see over to the right, I have this daisy ribbon left, and I'm going to cut it apart. And I'm going to use all 4 of the daisies in 4 different areas. And then up at the top, I had 2 cut apart banners, and you can see I have that tiny little piece of pom-pom trim left, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that up there, and that is my final project. So I did add the words book club on the spines of the book, and I just think that added just that little extra pop. So there is my layout. I used a ton of scraps. Thank you so much, Ginger, for putting on this hop, and congratulations again. 5,000 subbies is crazy. So remember to wear your crown. I'll see you next time, and I'll have her link below.